The hardest part is always the beginning. That first step feels like a mountain, even though it's just a small hill. You feel it, you think about it, and you ask yourself, can I do this? Am I strong enough? Will I make it? But the truth is, the hardest part isn't the challenge itself. It's the mental barrier you've put in front of yourself. It's the hesitation, the doubt, and the fear of failure. You will fail. We all do. But you will rise, and that's what matters. Listen closely. Stop being afraid of starting. The perfect moment doesn't exist. You won't wake up feeling ready. The stars won't align. The path won't clear, and the sun won't shine brighter. Life doesn't work that way. You have to make your own way. You have to create your own momentum. People talk about how hard life is, but here's the truth. Life itself isn't the hardest part. The hardest part is the moment you choose to act. It's the first day at the gym. It's stepping into a new job. It's chasing that dream you've been too afraid to pursue. That's the real challenge. That's when most people quit. They tell themselves, this is too hard, I can't do it. But you can, and you will. Why? Because the people who succeed aren't the ones who never face challenges. They're the ones who confront them and keep going. They fail, a lot. They struggle, a lot. But they never stop. They know something most don't. The beginning isn't the end. It's just the start of your journey. Push through that first hurdle, and you'll be unstoppable. Take control now. Stop making excuses. I know you have reasons not to start. I'm not ready. I'm too young. I don't have the right skills, but none of that matters. What matters is this: the moment you take action, the moment you stop focusing on what could go wrong and start thinking about what could go. There will be days when you don't feel like getting up, when the weight of the world feels too heavy, and every part of you wants to quit. That's when you need to push the hardest. That's when you need to remember why you started. Yes, the beginning is tough, but that's the price for greatness. The pain you feel now is temporary. The pride you'll feel when you push through lasts forever. Understand this: life is full of beginnings. Every day is an opportunity to start anew. Every challenge is a chance to begin again. So why let fear hold you back? The people who succeed are the ones who keep showing up when others quit. They do what others won't. They start when others hesitate. They push when others pause. It doesn't matter if you fail. It doesn't matter if you stumble. What matters is that you keep going. You're still in the game. You're still fighting. And that's where true power lies. Look at your life right now. What have you been putting off? What's that goal, that dream, that thing you've been telling yourself one day about? Stop waiting for that mythical one day, because it's never going to come. The truth is, one day doesn't exist unless you create it. The hardest part is always the beginning, but once you push through, the rest gets easier. Don't wait for perfection. Don't wait for the right conditions. If you're waiting for everything to align, you'll wait forever. Life doesn't wait. The world doesn't wait. So why should you? It's time to stop talking and start doing. The time to act is now. No more excuses. No more doubts. If you want greatness, you have to do what it takes to get there. Start now. Take that first step. Don't worry about the end. Just focus on the next step and take it with everything you've got. The people who make it don't wait for permission. They take responsibility for their lives. They stand tall, take that first step and keep walking forward, even when the road gets tough. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to keep moving forward. It's not about how fast you go. It's about not stopping. The hardest part is always the beginning. But once you push through, you'll discover something inside you that you never knew was there. Strength, determination, power, and nothing will stop you. When you start, the world might not applaud. In fact, they may not even notice. But it's not about their approval. It's about your commitment to yourself. You don't need validation from others to know you're on the right path. Validation from within, that's what truly matters. You are your biggest supporter, and if anyone's going to keep pushing you, it has to be you. The first day, the first step, the first moment, you'll feel unsure, and that's okay. Confidence isn't something you're born with, it's earned. Every time you face resistance and push through it, you build your confidence. Here's the trick. You can't wait for confidence to come first. You have to act before you feel ready. You must embrace discomfort and keep moving forward, one step at a time. It's easy to look at others who've achieved what you want and think, why not me? But what you don't see is the struggle behind their success, the countless early mornings, late nights, and failures that shaped them, the self-doubt they fought and overcame. Success doesn't come easy, but it comes to those who keep showing up, who keep fighting for it. So take a moment and think about where you want to be. Picture the person you could become, the person you know you are capable of being. What are you waiting for? The path won't clear itself, and the stars won't align. The first step is always the hardest, but it's also the most rewarding. Once you take it, you'll feel a sense of pride in yourself. You'll feel alive, and with each new step, the next one will get a little easier. There will be days when you want to quit, days when you wonder if all the effort is worth it. But that's where growth happens. That's where you learn what you're made of. It's easy to give up when things get tough, but the true warriors, the ones who succeed, are the ones who keep going when quitting seems like the only option. Let me be clear, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna feel uncomfortable. There will be moments when you think you can't make it, when you think you'll never reach the top. But every successful person has faced those same doubts, every single one. The difference is, they didn't listen to that voice. They didn't let discomfort stop them. They pushed through, and when they did, they became stronger, not just physically, but mentally. They learned to push through pain, to embrace it, and to understand it's part of the process. That's how you build resilience. That's how you... Success isn't about talent. It's about resilience. It's about having the grit to keep going when everything inside you tells you to stop. Success is built on small moments of consistency when no one is watching, when you could easily quit, but you don't. You press on. You push. Want to change your life? Start right now. The first step is always the hardest, but it's also the most important. Don't overthink it. Don't wait for the perfect moment. It doesn't exist. Start where you are with what you have and make it work. You'll never be fully ready, and that's okay. It's better to take imperfect action than to sit around waiting for everything to be perfect. The hardest part is always the beginning, but once you make it through, everything gets easier. You'll find a new version of yourself, the version that's willing to fight, face challenges, and keep pushing. Remember this, the beginning is just the start of your journey. If you can survive the beginning, you can survive anything. The journey ahead won't always be smooth. It won't always be easy, but it will be worth it. So take that first step today. Push past the doubts, the fears, and the insecurities. Push through the pain. Get up. Take action. And don't look back. The world needs you. Your family needs you. You need you. So get to work. The hardest part is always the beginning. But once you get through it, you'll realize you're capable of far more than you ever imagined. Understand this. You are the only one who can make this change happen. No one is going to do it for you. There are no shortcuts, no magic solutions. The path to success is built on one principle. You have to earn it. Every day, every step, every decision. The first step is the hardest, but it's the most crucial. If you can push through that, you'll find the strength to keep going. At first you might feel stuck, like nothing is changing. It may feel like you're running in place. But remember, growth isn't always visible. Sometimes it's internal. When you're doing the hard work, even when you don't feel like it, you're strengthening your mind and will. You're becoming the person capable of achieving your goals. The external results will come, but focus on building the character and discipline first. Let's be clear. Nothing worth having comes easy. If it were easy, everyone would do it, and everyone would succeed. But that's not reality. The reality is that only those who are willing to endure what others won't, who push through when others quit, will make it. It's not about being the smartest or most talented. It's about being relentless. It's about refusing to give up when everyone else does. It's going to be tough. I won't lie to you. There will be moments when the weight feels too heavy, when you wonder if you can go on. But in those moments, you are building the muscle that will carry you through the hardest times. Every ounce of effort, every drop of sweat is forging something unbreakable inside of you. And remember this, you are not alone. Every successful person has faced the same fears, doubts, and resistance. They chose to move forward anyway. They pushed through the hardest parts, not because they were lucky, but because they were willing to. The work never stops. It doesn't get easier, but you get stronger. You get better at handling the struggles. The pain becomes your fuel. The pressure becomes your ally. And before long, you'll look back and realize that all those doubts were temporary. What's permanent is your strength, your discipline, and your unwavering pursuit of greatness. I know you have doubts. You wonder if you're strong enough, if you'll make it. I get it. But here's the truth. You're stronger than you think. You have more potential than you can imagine. The only thing standing between you and success is your willingness to push through the difficult beginning. If you take that first step, and the next, and the next, you will succeed. You will reach the top, and nothing will stop you. But you can't wait for someone to push you. There's no right moment. It doesn't exist. You have to take control. You have to decide right now to push forward. You have to wake up every day with the mindset that this is the day you get closer to your goal. Even when it's hard, even when you want to quit, you get back up and keep moving. That's what separates winners from losers. Winners don't stop. Losers make excuses. The journey ahead will challenge you. It will test you in ways you can't predict. But when you push through the beginning, when you push through the discomfort and fear, you'll be amazed at what you can achieve. You'll surprise yourself. What seemed like the hardest part will turn out to be the moment that sets everything else into motion. This is your life. No one else will do it for you. You are responsible for your success. You're the one who decides how this story ends. Will you be the person who looks back with regret, wishing you'd started? Or will you be the one who says, I did it. I pushed through the hardest part, and now nothing can stop me. Listen closely. The hardest part is always the beginning, but that's where greatness is born. It's in the struggle, in the discomfort, and in the sweat of pushing yourself beyond what you thought was possible. That's where your future self is created. You may not see it now, but every time you take action, show up when you don't feel like it, and keep moving forward despite the doubts, you're building something far greater than you realize. Standing at the starting line, staring at the long road ahead, it's easy to feel intimidated. It's easy to think, I don't have what it takes. But that's just your mind playing tricks on you. Fear, doubt, and uncertainty are natural parts of the process. But here's the key. That fear is actually a sign that you're on the right path. It's a sign that you're doing something important, something that's going. It's easy to stay comfortable, to remain in your safe zone, but transformation doesn't happen there. Success isn't built in comfort, it's built in the discomfort. It's built on the days when you don't want to get out of bed, It's built when you face obstacles and you don't know how you'll overcome them, but you do it anyway. You do it because that's what it takes. The world doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't care about your setbacks or your circumstances. The world only cares about one thing: results. And results don't come from waiting for the perfect moment. They come from taking action, from choosing to move forward even when the road ahead is unclear, from choosing to keep going when you want. Think about the people you admire, the ones who have achieved what you want. They didn't sit around waiting for the perfect opportunity. They took action. They faced their fears. They embraced discomfort. And they pushed through because they knew this truth: the hardest part is always the beginning. Once you make it through, you're stronger, faster, and more prepared for what comes next. It's time to stop looking for reasons to hold yourself back. Stop waiting for everything to align. You have to align it yourself. You have to decide, today is the day you take that first step, even if you don't know where it's going to lead. It's not going to be easy. It never is. But the rewards, they are beyond worth it. Along the way, you will encounter failure. And when you do, don't run from it. Embrace it. Failure is not the end, it's simply the beginning of something greater. It's the proof that you're trying, pushing yourself, and getting better. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to fall. The people who succeed are the ones who fail the most. They fail, get up, and keep going. And they succeed because they refuse to let failure. To succeed, you need to learn how to fail. Fail with grace. Fail with determination. Fail forward. Every failure is a lesson. Every misstep is an opportunity to grow. So when you fall, don't stay down. Get up. Brush yourself off and go again. The hardest part is always the beginning. But don't mistake that for weakness. That's where the strongest people are made. The foundation of who you are is forged in those early moments when everything feels impossible, when every part of you wants to quit, but you don't. You stand tall, you move forward, you keep fighting. And when you reach the point where you think you can't go any further, that's when you realize you are capable of far more than you thought. When you look back and see how far you've come, you'll understand that the beginning was just the start of something extraordinary. The road to success isn't a straight line. It's not easy, it's not predictable, but it's worth it. Every step gets you closer to the person you're meant to be. And every time you choose to keep going despite the pain, the fear, and the discomfort, you're becoming a stronger, more resilient, and more powerful version of yourself. Now think about your life, the goals you have, the dreams that keep you up at night. What are you waiting for? The world won't wait for you. Time won't wait for you. The only moment you have is now. The only time to act is now. The hardest part is always the beginning. But if you can push through that, if you can find the strength to overcome the fear and doubt, if you can take that first step even when you don't feel ready, you will build something unstoppable. So stop waiting. Don't let another day go by. Take that step. And when you feel like stopping, when you feel like giving up, remember this: you are stronger than you think. You can do this, and you will. Because the hardest part is always the beginning, and you're already halfway there.